overlay on. Right, hello and welcome to Breakout Racing League. It is season number 6. It's tier 3. We're here for round number 3, and we're here at the Chinese Grand Prix. And ladies and gentlemen, joining me as always is Finn. Oh, absolutely they did, and it's going to be interesting to see how this one goes. And we've got 14 drivers here tonight. Ardell on the inters. I don't know if that's him telling me a sign that it's raining. And no, it's not. I've just been given a weather report by a secret source that it's a dry race, which I'm not. For anyone in Tier 4 watching right now, don't blame me for what could happen in about 2 hours' time. As well, in Tier 4 chat at the moment, there's a lot of talk about weather. Someone in the Tier 4 chat, I won't name any names, wants Tier 1 to be wet. So I think you may know who that could have said that. Odd. Well, unfortunately I won't be there this week, but for Tier 1 I will be there next. Yes. Let's not talk about that, because I don't want to go into a rant that I will be racing during the race start of it, but I'll... It's like, well, it's not the big one. It's not the big one of the year. It's like a sprint race, because where the Adelaide Street Circuit, this goes into Formula 1 here, where the classic Adelaide race used to be, was cancelled, and now things are going crazy here. So yeah. But enough about my world in Australia. It's time for an on-board lap with the man who's second in the championship. FetaCheese on the medium tyres. Strategy here tonight is an interesting one. What do you think?
That is beautiful. You have just heard a half a lap of of nothing. It was just nothing. Yes.
Well, let's just say that. Ladies and gentlemen, that tires, medium hards, and
I'll try again. Vader crosses the line.
No, you're good.
No. I'll make it quicker this time. So, you can definitely qualify on softs and do soft hard around here, like Ratthe just did a lap on softs, but they become as good as chewing gum within the first 4 laps. They degrade very fast, which makes it a stretch for your hard stint, as you have to stretch them a long way. But the better strategy would be medium hard or hard to medium, because you can run deeper into the race on mediums and then pit for fresh hards and have fresher tires to the end of the way. But if you qualify on mediums, obviously you're probably going to give up some track position, as it is not a full qualifying. It's only short.
Well, I think at the moment we're going to see a few cars out there on top because we see about 6 drivers out there on the mediums already. So I don't know if you really want to go for mediums.
Let's see.
Doing medium lap this early.
See, that's exactly what you just said. The track's not really rubbered in yet. It will be very rubbered in, or it'll be the best at the end of quali. As if you know anything about motorsport, of course, the track's always the fastest because it has the most rubber at the end of quali. But so I'd say the mediums at this point in quali are about a half a second slower, actually. So yeah, that is kind of interesting because mostly everyone's gone out of the pits. Not everyone, but mostly. For some sort of lap.
Now, so it's still Meta on top in the half, so 130.052. It's better than the lap time we saw last season, which was a 30.07. As now Sitara goes P4 with a 31.9. So the best medium lap's 31.6, and the best lap 30.0 on the sauce. Only 4 drivers have completed a lap so far.
I think Feta could definitely challenge for a pole position here if he decides to strap on those soft tires and go for a run, because I'd say they're about a second quicker, if not more at sometimes, because especially in this middle portion of the track where you need that grip going around corners, high-speed corners, it just helps out a lot.
I feel like about I think about 1.4, 1.5 you can go faster on the softs than the mediums, absolutely, and that could definitely hurt you early in the race, because China can be a bit chaotic in the opening laps, as we're seeing in the past. As now Echo's about to come around the last corner and about to complete his lap on medium tyres, and it's a 32.0. As we got Ardell, the other AlphaTauri, on the medium tyres as well. Ardell DNF'd last week in Vietnam, and now we'll be looking for a better result here tonight. Crosses the line, and it's a 31.7. And I've just seen that FetaCheese is actually improving on with a 31.1 on medium tyres. So that's a pretty decent lap on the mediums.
Yeah, I just opened my Discord and I've gotten like 5 pings, an Xbox message.
Oh no.
And I got a Discord call as well.
Oh no.
Telling me about my audio.
Oh. Well, there you go. Folks, that's why you always got to remember the tick. As not much really happening here at the moment. Still 9 minutes to go.
Gotta always ask for consent first.
As pretty much almost everybody is in the pits, so it could be just a sign that everybody
is like doing a race pace right now. I don't know. Either that or he keeps invalidating.
Well, both him and Feta are both doing the same thing, just going lap after lap on mediums.
I mean, those mediums aren't viable anymore if they're that worn, so...
Yeah, you pretty much...
There he goes, Feta finally comes in.
Gotta hope that you do better on those soft tyres, or you're going to be on 3-lap old mediums to start the race.
I mean, those mediums are going to be just about as useful as the softs at this point if they're that... after 3-4 laps on them. I say maximum 2 laps, and then that's about it.
Well, I'll go on board here with Max Toto. Of course, Toto is here for the first time this season. And the other Haas driver, because his teammate is on top at the moment. And on the medium tyres, almost pretty much half the grid at the moment, 3/4 of the grid on mediums at the moment. So most likely you're going to see a lot of these guys out there doing a lap on mediums and then seeing what everyone else's performance may be on softs, or if they bottle their mediums lap, which is always a big possibility you can do.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see the medium runners, definitely, and who actually decides I'm going to stay on these softs. Yeah,
Fantas has completed a lap 32.7.
that's
on
not.
4-lap tires.
I go to the softs at this point, Fantas. Now, something that I know a lot of people have asked back for. So you remember when you could the harder selection of tires in
Yes.
this game, where they give you a set of hards and mediums. So,
Yes.
Cody's, please add where you can choose your tire selection for the weekend. Like, please.
I think they've just done it because they do something like I would do and just go out there on 20 lap hards for the whole qualifiers and then come out on mediums. It's now meant to improve to a 29.6.
Oh my gosh.
But yes, I do agree. I do agree there.
Oh my lord, meddlers.
Almost a
Jeez.
second.
Jeez. Okay.
Because Mettler's last week was on the podium as Ratthe, our last week's race winner, comes into the pit lane. As I will go on board here with Tasonic, who's on a medium run
Kansas
right
doing
now.
another lap.
Oh.
Cuts the penultimate corner. And yeah, Tasonic now crosses the line. P6. 31.7. Not too far behind Ardell though.
A bit behind Feta's lap on mediums, but to be fair, Feta did do 3 laps on those mediums, so built up a whole bunch of speed compared to a 1 lap dash.
Actually, if you don't mind, let's go on
Yes.
board with Feta now, because he's going to be one of the first ones to do a medium lap and then a soft lap. So I'm really interested to see what he can do on this soft lap. And how much he can improve. I did say if he straps on those softs, he could definitely challenge maybe for a top position, and he's already over 3/10 up in the first sector alone.
Not purple though in the first sector, but can definitely gain some time in this middle sector here. And of course Feta second in the championship after Saisu taking the championship lead at Vietnam. And the championship again to be very interesting here at the moment, as Feta very nice, almost got those track limits. Still not purple though.
Wow, I'm surprised. That looked pretty clean.
It shows how good Metislap was on the 29.6, to be honest.
Yeah, it does. I think he could still go P2 here.
As the DRS will be activated, and we'll see where the McLaren driver can go here in this one. As Tazonic's actually improved to 5th, so Tazonic now 5th place on his medium tyres. We'll see if he will stay on the mediums or come in for softs as Feta comes around the final corner. And Feta, will it be in the top 2? It will be, but still quite a bit away from Metislap in the Haas.
I do still think Feta can improve that. It looked like it, I don't know if you caught it on stream, but going through turns 1 and 2, he slid out really wide. It looked like his rear end was a bit loose, but still, if he was over 3/10 up in that first sector, I don't know how much more you can gain from his perspective, but I know he has been doing 29s throughout the week, and I know some have been doing 29s on the soft, so depends on what they elect to start the race on.
Yeah, that's going to be the big story of it all. Is what is everyone going to do? There's still plenty of time to come back into the pits to change your tyres for some of these medium runners. As I'm just on board with Ratthe7, who is leaning down as well. So you're going to see a lot of drivers probably in this pit right now, and then maybe go out there instead of softs to see what they can do. Meta out there on a hot lap as well, so we'll see if Meta can improve on that 29.6, which was a very impressive lap time. And Senna out there as well on the softs.
Yes.
As we've got another driver who's making their debut tonight, VSR Roscoe, another Australian in the race tonight. Palms for the wins teammate. And Roscoe, on his best days, I can tell you from experience, can be a quick driver. But we'll see how he goes here tonight, or today, wherever you are, around the world here on this beautiful Friday night, Saturday morning in Australia.
That's one thing I do love about motorsport and racing in general. I'm surprised he didn't get that invalidation, Roscoe, on there, because he did run a little wide on my screen, but might have just been my perspective. Oh!
And a 30. Oh dear. I think
well,
what happened there was...
I think Ratthe was trying to get out the way, but I don't think Roscoe was on another lap. So
yeah,
they kind of both went to the left. But as I was saying, that's one thing I do love about motorsport in general. It connects almost every country, and there's not many sports that do that. I know football, or American term soccer, does that as well. But as I said, not many other sports do it.
There's so many terms for football, especially in this country. I mean, my God. But anyway, Saisu retires, so Saisu's going to try to start in the mediums, but I think Saisu might be starting outside the top 10.
Oh,
that could be big because Saisu
Lord.
is the championship leader.
I just said, oh my Lord, because Medlars is 2 tenths up through the first sector.
Yes, I am on board with medalists here.
Tier 1 pace, okay?
I'll also keep an eye on Senna's lap as well. We'll keep on both for the drivers of first and last at the moment. Actually, am I unfitted? Yes, I am unfitted anyway, so there we go. Stick on board here with the Haas driver.
Still a tenth and a half up.
Yes,
on for a good lap.
Sonic's in the pits. He's starting on the medium tyres for the race, and it looks like Echo will be as well outside the top 10. Well, let's watch Mellors his lap. Can he improve on this lap time here? It will be absolutely outstanding if he can. He's already got a good margin between first and second already, as Roscoe Arm retires on the medium tyres. As we come around the last corner, what does Mellors do? To the line, doesn't improve. Senna now, to the line, goes P2, almost beats Mellors' lap. Wow.
Feta needs to hurry up. He's got 30 seconds left to reach this line. He can still get a lap off. Gonna be close here.
We'll stay with this here. 16 seconds.
He's trying to go for a slow out lap. It might cost him, actually. 8.
No, he'll be fine.
Oh, yeah, wow. He's cutting it close, though.
By 2 seconds. Unbelievable. Well, let me have a look here. His next question.
Ratthe is not going to make it. Or our timer is probably wrong. No, our timer is wrong, yeah. Because he crossed the line. Our timer's a little ahead, so those drivers actually had a lot more time than what we were seeing. It's just a beautiful game, isn't it?
Of course. Of course. It's now Ratthe, last week's race winner. We'll be looking to see what he can do here in the Mercedes.
Zatara crashed out actually on that main straight.
Sorry, that was a invalid lap time for Ratthe there, but it was I don't think it was going to be improvement anyway.
Ardell's crossing the line now. He does improve his lap, but he does not improve his position.
Radicus in the wall as Poms lifts off, and I think that
Feta's still on a lap. Feta's still on a lap.
Oh yes, that is true. That is true. Only slightly up though, but let's see what the McLaren driver can do. We'll want a good starting position here, especially with championship rival back in 10th. As we'll see, the McLaren, the only one who really can improve here on their lap.
Oh,
around the last corner. Feta close. Oh, it's pole.
Great lap from Feta at the last second.
By nothing.
Literally.
By
7 milliseconds. How much closer do you guys want? How much closer do you want?
I'll probably get yelled at the chat for not putting that there, but there you go. There's the margin. 0.006. And even third as well, close by. And then the absolute margins behind with all the medium runners.
Top 3 are all within a tenth.
Wow. What else
Now,
can you
someone
say
who
there?
I'd like to point out, you said they're making their debut tonight. Next Toto. P5 on the mediums. That is a beautiful starting position for him.
That might be giving me a sign for later on for what tyres I should choose. But anyway, it is pole position for the man who won in Bahrain.
7 milliseconds.
There's the order for this Chinese Grand Prix. 14 drivers. And yeah, great lap by Toto in P5. 1.6 behind. And it's going to be an interesting story in this race. See the battle between the soft runners and the hard runners. The medium runners, of course, with Feta and especially Meta
hard runners
and Senna.
I would expect at least one of the bottom four to start on hards, which will be interesting because say
True.
the car comes 16, that is a blessing.
That is true. It is true. It's a Silk Weaver who I'm looking out for in Tier 4 says Toto for the win. And who knows, Toto could get a good result here tonight. It's going to be all about that fight into Turn 1. Turn 1 always a chaotic start in this race, and especially that first sector, and all buying for position. As we'll have a look-see here at what the bottom four may do or may not do. As you see right there, 5th to 10th, all on the medium tyres. The other one, the hard tyres right now. Pomps for the win, 87 here, but I expect maybe an Echo to put the hard tyres on. So it's going to be an interesting one. I think for me, I think a medium runner who's starting on the mediums is going to win this race, but it's going to be about whatever happens on this opening lap, because especially here, safety car always possible, as there are the tyres for you right there, Palms on the hards, everyone else on mediums, and top 4 on the softs.
Yeah. Tier 3, I would say. I haven't watched many other tiers, but I know racing in Tier 1 myself, I would say the racing hasn't been great recently. As an entertainment, probably not, because the cars are spaced out quite a bit often, because, skill gap, yeah. Ardell and Radicus already touching each other.
I think that he's been very intense. I think T3, the racing's been absolutely superb. T4's Pomps has spun on the formation lap. My God. And then T4's just chaos, as it always is, folks. And be sure to tune in for that race in about 2 hours' time. Who's your prediction, Finn, for the win?
It's an interesting one. I'm going to choose 3 to watch, and it's 3 drivers all on 3 different compounds. And it's the top driver of each of those categories. So, Feta, of course, won in Bahrain. Max Toto on his debut did a pretty good lap to get that 5th. And then Palms, because if he catches a safety car at the perfect moment, yeah, he set himself up.
Now, real quickly, I'm just going to run through the top 5 of the championship because I completely forgot about the championship standings. Saisu leads 33 points, 6-point margin over Feta. Ratthe is in 3rd with 8 points behind, and Tasonic in 4th, 11 points behind. The constructors Red Bull lead by 2, Williams in 3rd, 11 points behind, and the McLaren in 4th. And my prediction, I'm going to go with Toto for the win, as we're on board here with Feta, Meta, Senna, Ratthe and Toto. That's your top 5 as we're about to get set here in China. Fantas lines up in the 14th position on the medium tyres, as we're about to get set 28 laps. The lights are going out quick, and we are about to go racing. It's Meta who gets a great start. Meta gets the jump over FetaCheese as Ratthe now tries to look for P2 if he can. Meta goes a bit wide.
They're already
It's
three
wide. And Ratthe goes to the lead. No, he does not yet. They will still go side by side here, these two, as now Ratthe and Meta still side by side, and Ratthe has the run, and Ratthe will lead here on lap 1 of this Grand Prix. Meta locks up slightly, and now FetaCheese looks to go for the move. Side by side, these two will go as close as you want to get between these two at the moment.
Feta's lagging a little bit. Just a little bit.
So, glad it wasn't only me. As Feta now,
Ratthe almost lost it there. He had a massive wiggle on his rear end. He's lucky to still have that position.
That was an absolute wild start there here on lap 1, but it's going to be on. Feta now going to close right in here on Ratthe for the lead. DRS, of course, not enabled yet, but the games have already begun as we're on lap 1. We're on the back straight, and it's on here. The soft runners seeing if they could get somewhat of an advantage here over the medium runners, but it won't be easy here at the moment.
As Izu and Ardell going side by side. Well, they were.
Yeah.
Zaizu's really wide.
Yeah, Zaizu goes a bit wide there, and look at this now. Ardell is hunting down Zaizu here for P10, but it's not going to be enough for the time being. Or is it?
Oh, he is.
Well, watch here.
Oh!
Oh, no! Oh, no! That's ugly. And that allows Ardell's teammate to come through on position.
I was going to say, on that first lap, that shot down the back straight, as much as people may not like this track, that's one of my favorite shots in F1. You got a bunch of cars just fanning out, trying to get slipstream. You don't get that at Vietnam, but you can get that at China.
I love this track in real life. In F1 games, no I don't. But let's just ignore who's joined. But it's now Feta.
Zaizu and Echo are going to try to duel it out in this third sector.
Yeah, we'll watch this. We'll watch this for now because I don't think the leads are going to do much at the moment. As Zaizu and Echo and Ardell as well. It's all the Red Bull clan together here right now. On board here with Echo, looking to get the move done here on Zaizu. Ardell might even try to get the... Free wide. Give me a better camera angle, please. There's contact.
There's a bunch of contact.
Basically, between the three of them, there's a bit of a better angle. And Zaizu holds on the P10.
Zatar app's getting in this now.
Yeah. And the teammates are absolutely going at it here at the moment as Satara now pulls him behind. And I'd like to apologise, folks, that I didn't get a better camera angle there because the game wouldn't let me.
Was it on his rear wing, Zaizu's?
Yep. No, it was like the onboard but at a different angle.
Ew.
That's why I say to co-masters, have an iRacing type of camera angles where you can decide. So you can have a helicopter shot and everything.
Well,
that's my dream.
DRS is now enabled, so
thank you.
Feta is all over the back of Ratthe if he has DRS this lap, and I think he's done a reasonably good job at saving his battery. I shouldn't really be saying it, but he has 90%, but Ratthe has the same.
Both of the top three have saved up their ERS very well, except for Senna, who's used up quite a bit already. But those four have got a little margin over the medium runners at the moment, and we'll probably see these four in soon here at the moment.
I can see a 3 wide happening.
Yep. Here we go. Feta looks for the lead. Meta could even try to get the both of them, but Meta actually pulls out a little bit because he's trying to get Ratthe for P2. And Meta, side by side here, Feta's in the lead. As now Ratthe, no, they're going to go at it here at the moment. Half
Are
to
still
half,
side
he's in
by
all the
side.
track. And into turn 1, it's always ugly as Meta still side by side these two go. And Ratthe will still try to hold the nose there so he can get the run in. No, it's not enough. So Meta up at a P2 and FetaCheese.
I will say, oh wow,
lead.
Ratthe got a big snap of oversteer. Senna's on him.
Senna looking maybe to go around the outside. Not for now. Oh.
Yeah, it looks like Ratthe is really struggling to get the traction down and on those soft compounded tires. But what I was going to say, but it doesn't matter anymore, I was saying those two battling, Meddlers and Ratthe side by side, has allowed Feta to grow a gap, but not so much anymore. Meddlers closed that down in that middle sector really quick.
Now let's point out here that also the AlphaTauris have gotten the Red Bull back in P10, so there you go, and looks like Sizer is actually struggling a little bit, as Poms is around on the hard tyres. That's not what he wants, and it's not a great day for the Racing Point driver here at the moment.
No damage though, if he gets a safety car at the right time.
Yeah, he actually did it very well to keep it off the wall.
I think Zaizu and Ardell will go side by side here.
Yes, they will. Side by side, these two will go.
Oh! Ardell has wing damage.
You saw it. You saw it right there. The wing damage. It looks like Senna's now going for P3. No, Ratthe is down to P5. So that Mercedes is struggling on these soft tyres right now.
Definitely, and who's in the best position right now, in my opinion? It is Mex Toto. Because he has a DRS on Mexena right now. So he's still getting that advantage down the front straight and the back straight. And he's only about 2 seconds off the front runners, which isn't too bad. And he'll start to gain in these next couple laps. But the soft runners will undercut him just a little bit. But he'll come back at him at the end of the race, presumably.
Look at this pack. It effectively, basically for P6. Oh, Rathe's gone. Oh,
he's kept it off the wall.
Struggling. Yeah.
He needs to pit for hards. I think he can make it, but it'll be a stretch.
He's got no option, really. He's got to come in. He's losing time. He's losing positions. It's going to hurt him. And so we'll watch Toto here if he can get close enough here to the back of Senna. I don't think so. Fantas close in here on Roscoe, but he's not there at the moment. But Roscoe's, because Roscoe's close in on Ratthe. Meanwhile, for the lead, Mettillers goes to the lead in the half. So Feta now goes back into P2.
Oh, Mettillers!
Oh no, he's gone!
He's gone!
Commentator's curse!
Oh no! He's immediately left. He's had enough of it. Oh no! No safety car? Are you kidding me?
I shouldn't laugh there,
I wanted to point out,
wow.
It was hard because I thought there was going to be a battle on that front straight. Toto was all over Senna. Senna had less than 10% battery. Toto had 50, so as a result, he used that battery and he's got by him now. But someone was too busy bottling it in the final corner.
Well, all I could say is that Ardell's pitted. I think Ardell thought it was going to be safe to go. Rathe's gone on the medium, so he's going the 2-stop, looks like. Well, definitely will be going the 2-stop because you go from mediums from here. Good luck.
Yeah, I don't think that'll happen.
As we see now, it's basically second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh kind of all in this fight at the moment, as Tasonic now close and right up here on Senna for P3 in this race. As we watch, Tasonic now looks for the move. Senna, of course, still on those soft tyres, and Tasonic now will hold on to P3 as Feta goes for another lap and Toto is gaining. Senna in.
I will say, Feta extending the stint, he did have a good advantage, so it is quite smart of him to try to extend this stint as much as he can. He did have about a 3-4 second gap, so he's using that to his advantage right now. Might hurt him a little bit in overall race time, but it'll still give him as close as possible freshness of tires to Toto when he comes in.
Yeah, that's right. It'll be interesting to see how it all plays out.
I was going to say as well, Ratthe on those mediums. We were saying last week at Vietnam, there's no way those mediums go to the end. Well, tire wear is a lot higher here. I promise you, it's a lot higher here. So there is no way those mediums will go to the end. And I say that for certain this time.
I say that for certain as well, as we looking 1.8 now between the top two, so Toto is gained that margin, but I say Feta will be in either this lap or next possibly, as the two Williams cars also third and fourth at the moment, doing very nicely, those two, looking for an absolute good result here tonight, definitely. Of course, Tasonic fourth in the championship, as Ratthe7 is almost hit the back of his teammate, and this is going to allow Roscoe not quite. I thought Roscoe was going to go for the move.
Finally
as
in.
Feta's in, and this surely will be for the hard tyres.
If it's not, I'll be shocked, but let's see.
I'll call it a bottle.
Yeah, it is. It is hard. Smart. Gives him a chance to win now, or at least he puts himself.
That's right, it puts himself in the position for this race, and he'll be trying to get a good start. And where is he? Is he near anyone at the moment? He's near Palms, so not really much traffic to deal with. Yes,
earlier that the hard he will get an undercut on Toto, but I was going to mention depends on how the traffic is as well. But it looks like, as you just mentioned, it's only Palms in front of him. He's on 7 lap fresher hards than him, and yeah, not much traffic, so he's actually looking really good right now, unless there's some safety cars. Which I'm surprised we didn't already have one.
I thought it was at least going to be a virtual, to be honest, but
bend it harder than Giovinazzi.
As we see the top 5 very close to all each other, really, and that is an exciting prospect in this race. But at the moment, it's just a DRS train between the top 5. That's all it really is, except for between Toto and Tasonic. It's just a DRS train between the 5 of them, and it'll be interesting to see who's going to be the first to blink and come in for a set of hard tyres in this Grand Prix, as Feta 2.2 behind Palms. So Feta definitely starting to pick up the pace here, trying to get some margin, so he's got a bit of a margin when he comes out of the pits compared to him and Toto.
Yeah, we've had this almost every week now. A group of 5, 6 cars and one little sitting. It's been a common theme in this Tier 3 championship, and it's only round 3, so
it's been very close. It's almost like it's a group of guys at the front, and then a few guys in the middle pack that come out of nowhere with their pace. That's pretty much what it's been like here in Tier 3 at the moment. But I really don't even know who's a championship contender at the moment, especially with the Williams cars looking good here at the moment. For the last 2 weeks, it's not been perfect for them, but they've shown their pace. So they're definitely... Yes?
No, you can finish.
It's... They're definitely going to be ones to watch towards the end of this race. But Toto looking good here at the moment, controlling his race here at the moment in the halves. As Feta now, by the way, 1.1 behind Palms, so Feta now clawing that pace here at the moment, and he's got to worry about making sure Ratthe doesn't get close to him as well on those medium tyres. But Ratthe, as you said, most likely going to be pitting later in the race, hoping for a safety car.
Yes. Ooh. Ratthe? Oh, he's in the pits. Ratthe7 in the pits.
Yes.
As I was saying, you just mentioned earlier that there's like a mid pack that just comes out of nowhere mid race with their pace. One of those is our championship leader right now. I wouldn't even count him out of contention for a win right now. I would not at all, because he's shown solid pace throughout the year. He's not won either of the first 2 rounds, but he picked up second in both of those rounds. So that is why he is championship leader right now, and I think he still can come a lot. I wouldn't count anyone out of the top 7 out for a win right now. Echo's only about 4 seconds behind, and if those guys start battling, then 4 seconds will be nothing.
Yeah, that's right. And you also got to worry about Satara behind in P7 in the Ferrari as well. As Feta now will begin DRS here on Poms. And Roscoe doing quite well as well on his debut here in BRL in P3. And Feta's sitting there right behind. Feta's just been staying with Roscoe throughout there. And also, I'd like to point out, 2.3 between Ratthe and Ratthe7. And it was about 2 seconds between Ratthe7, 2.5 between Ratthe7 and Toto. So that's pretty much a sign where Toto's going to be. But as I point out, Ratthe now slowly closing in on Feta, but Feta now looking for the move here on Poms, and Feta will go through for P8 as we got Tasonic in and Saizu in as well, championship leader.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised about how early these guys are pitting, but they can easily make it to the end of the race. Oh, Zaizu, that's why he's off pace. That would explain a lot why he was a bit off pace to the rest of the field. So, watch for a charging Zaizu at the end of this race.
Now, it could have very well been that contact with Ardell or that free one with the AlphaTauris, and we just missed it, maybe losing swing.
Could
have very well.
In the snail section, yes. I do think that would explain it.
Yeah, that's true. I think it could have very well been that, as I think Ardell also got wing change as well when he pitted. As I think Ratthe7 may have jumped Tasonic. I can't remember. I do not have a great memory. I can't remember which Williams was ahead of who. But
I forgot who pitted first.
Yeah. Well, it was Ratthe7 who pitted first.
I don't know.
But anyway.
I don't know. We got goldfish brains. It's fine.
That's the expert commentary you expect here on Tier 3.
Oh my lord.
Not Catra-like brains.
Through that, coming onto the straight. He just drifted. Yeah. It was pretty sick, actually.
Now, Toto has just got a penalty. First penalty of the night. It could have been coming into the pits.
Is it 3 seconds?
Yes. It could have very well been seen a bit of track limits in the pits, maybe. May have done a Hamilton. I don't know.
Let's. I want to see the gap. That has got a
hold on.
Ratthe7.
Oh my God, he's around. Toto's around. Oh dear.
No.
He's gotten damage as well. It always one of these tracks for pit exit battles is always here at China, and it could always end badly. As wow, has Ratthe7 gotten damage for that? I don't think he has. As our Tasonic looks for the move here on his teammate, the two Williams cars going to go side by side. As I lose my voice, as Ratthe7 goes through, and Ratthe now. Oh, Ratthe is around, looking for the move on Poms. Oh dearie me, it's all happening here at the Chinese Grand Prix, and the Williams car's still going at it.
No team orders down at Williams.
No.
I feel bad for Toto. He was in a good shot for at least a podium tonight, if not the win.
I think the stewards may have a say in that. It's a tough call. It's always pit exit. This track is always ugly. Both drivers wanting to get that position. You saw how close it was.
But in my opinion,
now Ratthe7. Sorry, Ratthe7 looked for the move on Ratthe, and this will allow Tasonic to go through, I do believe. So
the Williams are just going to go at it this whole race, aren't they? I think they're going to go at it again. Nah,
as continue on, that's what you're saying.
Oh, I was saying, I don't see much else. Like, see Roscoe right now. He's just come out the pits. Look how much space Ratthe7 has given him there. They are close. They are fighting, but Ratthe7 gave him so much more space. I don't see what else Toto could have done. He hugged the apex, and he still got hit. Not much more he could have done, in my opinion. So,
yeah. It's Raffe's around
again. He's hit not.
Oh.
He's not hit the wall this race. But
I think he got very. I just saw the end of it between him and Palm, so I don't know if it was contact or not, or he was just going for the move and he just slid. But yeah, not a great race here for the Vietnam Grand Prix winner. But wow,
he's just been struggling with traction this whole race. I wonder if his suspension may be too high, and he's round again. He's
Now, I want to point out here, this is very good for Feta at the moment. Let's have a look at the margin. It's about 5. It's basically 5 seconds between him and Tazonic, the next car that he'll be fighting with. And the good thing Feta he'll be seeing behind is that absolute almighty battle behind as Ratthe7 almost runs into the back of Roscoe, and this allows Senna to go up into P7. So all happening in that mid-pack at the moment, and pretty much the pack for probably P2, P3 in this race, as now Fantas is in and Satara in as well, as now Fantas comes in behind Senna and Ratthe7 still going side by side. We'll watch this from Fantas' view. Fantas looks... I am sliding down my chair because I thought there was going to be contact there between those two. Wow.
I'm glad we both have tier 3 now. I really am glad, because only halfway into the race too. I'd like to point that out.
There's still, I don't want to get the commentators because, but there's still a chance of a safe.
No,
return the pits.
Oh, Palms is round and he saved it.
Oh, again, basically the same corner he did before out of turn 10 on.
I will say some of these drivers are new to traction control, but even as a tier 1 driver, that corner is still tricky, so...
I think there's a lot of these drivers who are on no TC, I do believe.
No, everyone's on no TC. TC is not allowed in tier 3.
Well, there you go. As Fantas looks for the move here on Senna, and Fantas gets it done. So Fantas now up into P5. Doing very nicely, the Renault driver here at the moment. Of course, Fantas only scored 4 points so far this season. Looking like for a good result, but does have a...
Ooh, I got that.
You gotta be kidding me. That's another commentator's curse right there. I pump his tyres and then he leaves the session.
Oh, that's so... Unfortunate.
This has not been a great night. This has not been a great night for yours truly. No wonder Rick James wants me to commentate with him in Tier 1.
Hey, wish him good luck on me. I'll bin it.
As Roscoe closes it into on Tazonic here. Roscoe looking like a very good result. Roscoe, of course, he is basically a PS4 driver at the moment in the Oceania tiers, as he's not in this league but in other leagues, and his only Xbox league is here in BRL, so he'll be absolutely going for it here in BRL here tonight, and could be on for his first podium here in BRL.
He could be on for P2 after this lap.
That's right, as Echo gets a time penalty. The two AlphaTauris, the two Tier 4 drivers from the past, back in 11
he's going for
and
it.
12.
And
sorry,
he's gone. He's gone.
I've just got there at the last minute, but Tazonic looks, and apologies to Chippy for missing that, as now Tazonic will look to stay with him, and Roscoe now will be trying to hunt down FetaCheese up ahead, as now Poms is in, and unfortunately for Poms, no safety car as of yet, but he'll be hoping for one later in the race maybe, as Tazonic now, oh god, I keep saying Poms because I'm so used to Poms being the only Racing Point driver. Roscoe now actually closing down a little bit, but as you see right there, 73% ERS for FetaCheese. So he saved up his ERS, waiting for the battle behind him.
Might not be a battle. It'll be an impressive feat if Roscoe can catch up to Feta right now. 4.5 seconds is no small task, and Feta does have 5-lap older tires, but it'd still be impressive. I will think Roscoe will be closer by the end of the race, though. A lot closer.
As you see here, the helicopter shot on Satara. Folks, this is what I'm hoping Cody's put in next season, because I love the helicopter shot in spectator view. Great view. Cody's, please. Please, I'm begging for you.
Actually, now.
As there are the penalties, by the way, folks. All the drivers who are on penalties only got 3 seconds, as Saisu threw on the Fetis, who has yet to join the lobby. As that's a real shame after I pumped his tyres up for doing a good result. 3.9 between Roscoe and Feta, so that's going to be the story if Roscoe can gain margin here. As you said, Saisu with the pace.
Oops. Wrong person.
I'm already in the lobby.
I meant to click invite selected people, not party.
But Tasonic now still close to the back of Roscoe here, so Tasonic pretty much could be just riding along here for these next 12 laps and waiting to see what goes down in this latter stages if Roscoe can gain on Feta or not.
Zaizu has just last lap set fastest lap as well, so like I said, late chargers in this race. Or like you said earlier, before me.
So the real battle's hit at the moment, it looks like Satara and Toto. Toto has stayed out with that damage, so I think what Toto's just doing is go as long as he can, see what pace he can have, and hope for maybe a late race safety car to get back into the game maybe, but it's going to be a tough ask. As Satara, DRS, what an absolute game with DRS there from Satara, and the Ferrari driver goes up at a P6, and Ferrari doing quite nicely here tonight. 5th and 6th here at the moment.
You'll never see a Ferrari go that fast in real life.
Ferrari in P6.
I'm sorry. I'll probably be clipped from that.
Not till 2022, unfortunately. That's the only chance us Ferrari friends, me as a Ferrari fan, will get to see a Ferrari up the front. As Ardell gets a time penalty, but I think Ardell's just pushing with frustration. 3.2, by the way.
Palms will still be in the points after penalties. So,
yeah, he will
it's not... Oh, Fantas, finally.
Hey. Be able to, where he is in P9 at the moment, and I'd like to say hello to all in the chat, and some of the people that have followed here tonight. I believe the Fingerme Bob, the new thing here on stream is starting to pop up here as well when someone follows, so it's good to see. Finally something's working.
I may have underestimated Roscoe. He's already gained a second.
Yeah, Roscoe's doing quite well here at the moment. Let's just ignore me, what I just said beforehand. I'm about to get fired in a second.
Then again,
as 2.9.
I'd like to point out, Roscoe and Tazonic, they're kind of pushing each other right now, but what it's doing to both of them is that, look at their batteries.
Oh, Ratthe7.
That's tough.
I don't think Ratthe7 may have been with Senna, I don't know, but it could have just been a spin, who knows? But yes, continue on.
Yeah, as I was saying, I don't know if you can...
Yeah, you're right.
If you can put it up with telemetry. Roscoe and Tazonic both under 20% battery right now, so even though they're closing on Feta about 2-3 tenths a lap, Ardell's round. That's also tough. But if you look at Feta's battery, Man's got a...
Oh my god! It's a safety car.
Ardell retired on track. That's a record. You got that on stream, right?
Well, you can basically... I've not gotten that on stream, but you can pretty much see on the map
I don't think he crashed.
where his car is. Yeah, you can pretty much see on track.
Oh, come on. Palms just got blessed as well. Because he gets to stay out.
I like how the difference between the comments. I'm going absolutely crazy here because
now
it's
close.
Game on.
It's close because you can pit for mediums. You'll be faster, but it depends on how many stay out on hards. Because say Roscoe, Tazonic, Senna.
I tell you this right now.
Feta's in.
Even though the softs
Roscoe
are struggling. I'd be,
wow.
If I'm someone, I'd put the softs on.
If I'm
just
Senna, I
how
stay
you
out.
do.
If I'm Senna, I stay out. Maybe.
He fought. I don't know. I will. Satara
stays out, but he's got a pin. He's got a penalty.
Okay, there. Sorry for screaming there. Yeah, Roscoe. That's the Oceania strats right there, ladies and gentlemen. Going full out with the softs. As Tazonic now goes for the softs. The softs are going to struggle towards the end here at the end of the safety car, but it's worth the risk. It's definitely worth the risk in these opening laps. Because...
Softs? What? What?
I'm telling you, mate. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Go for the risk. But, as you're probably going to say to me right now, what the hell are they doing?
I was proved wrong last week, I'll see, but I think Feta drops back to third on this restart, and then comes back with tires at the end, because I don't see it. If Feta gets by Mex or Zatara up here, he has a blockade.
That's the big thing.
Yes.
Feta has to get past Zatara in these opening laps. That's the big thing, because if Feta doesn't, here comes Roscoe, here comes Tazonic behind. That's going to be the big story in all this. Wow. So, it's 9 laps to go. Feta did... Hold on a second, let me go. Feta did 8 laps, but those tires were really gone with about lap 7. And he was still holding that margin with about 6 laps in. So it's going to depend on this safety car, but it's going to be like the last 2 or 3 laps, I feel like, where the mediums will come to play. And that's when things will bunch up again. So, boy, we're in for a treat.
Ardell, you might get a penalty, but I still want to personally thank you right now.
Skippy's probably going mad if Skip's watching right now.
I think Palms has been blessed out of everyone because he was so far behind. Yeah. Because he's definitely in the top 8 at least now on this restart after penalties. And maybe even, he might be top 7, depends on how Ratthe7 gets on as well.
Now, Echo's in probably for the sauce because Echo was only 10th anyway, so Echo's only going to lose 1 spot.
That's actually... Nah, the soft will make it. Now that yeah, the soft should make it. The soft should make it. So I think Roscoe, Tazonic, you made a good decision now. I've changed my mind. The only reason I say that is because Feta went, what, 7 laps on the first stint? And that's on heavy fuel and a little bit of dirty air on that stint. So now I'm looking at, okay, Echo's pitting on lap 21. It's 8 laps to the end when he comes out the pit lane, because you got to include this lap.
Yeah.
But still, lower fuel, so less wear there. And then, I think the risk is worth it now that I think of it. Roscoe, Tazonic, Palms, Fantas. I think you made the right choice in the end. I probably would have went mediums and screwed myself up, so... Thanks for telling me for tomorrow night.
Palms and Roscoe go on the softs, doing the big strategy of Oceania, go on the softs, going for it, because why not? But Feta, I think, is just going for the mediums for the safe route, just in case the softs die off at the end.
It might hurt him, though.
Yeah. Be interested to see A safety car, yes, in this lap. 7 laps to go. Feta did 7 laps, but as you said, you know, it was in the early stages of this race. So, Roscoe and Tazonic are in a big position here. Tazonic, to be honest, at the moment, is just going to sit behind Roscoe and wait for the moments, because he's got to know that you've got to get past Feta and Satara here to be in a good position for this race win. Satara's out there just hoping for a miracle.
Yeah, there's just a massive NASCAR pile up behind him, and boom, he's the only one left.
It's going to be a Daytona big one, as we're going to see the restart for this one. Satara. Oh, don't go. No, Satara! You should have waited.
Oh,
this
my
is going to bunch
lord.
up the whole field.
Oh, my lord.
And that's given Tazonic a penalty. Oh, it's chaos on the safety car. This is big for Feta. And Feta now goes through to the lead. Roscoe's through, though.
Got him, too. Maybe.
Oh.
Yeah, he does.
This
will be a massive battle.
For you watching at home, that's why you slowed down on the safety car.
Oh man, they almost hit each other.
So Sonic, I'm sure we'll talk to the stewards after the race for that 5 seconds. But look at this now. All chaos here at the moment behind. Roscoe's now clear and going to try to catch Feta for the win of this race. Senna now. Close to Satara as well. The Ferrari's going out here at the moment. But let's look at the front, because that's the fight here at the moment with 7 to go.
Radicus on the inside of Senna. Oh, they make the Ferrari.
Oh, no!
Oh,
I've just saw the end of it.
Safety car.
Oh, it's chaos. Oh, you're joking.
What?
Well,
there's
that's
so many
interesting.
people with penalties. Palms has been blessed. He's been blessed. Go on, Palms.
Now,
get a podium.
There you go, folks. There's the penalty.
Oh no, he's got a.
Oh no!
You're kidding me. You're kidding me.
Oh
the
my
commentator's
God,
curse tonight is insane.
And I think he's just hit the back of someone as well.
No, he's ignored yellow.
No, I saw a wing. Someone hit the back of someone. As Satara in, as I expected,
There's so many in.
And hard runners in. Yeah, the
well,
medium runners, the
unfortunately,
hard runners, all in.
Tazonic, oh no, he stayed out. Because Tazonic got that, okay. Never mind. Anyone with 5-second penalties now, I hate to break it to you, you can't get those removed if you serve them in a pit stop. So, eek. I would have maybe stayed out.
Well, I think Tazonic's staying out anyway. I have a feeling Tazonic's going to
Tazonic can get his removed. I think Fantas can get his removed. But anyone else who served 5 seconds on a pit stop, you can't get it removed. Sorry. They're not just going to give you 5 seconds, that's the thing.
Well, I'd like to point out that I think they've gotten them gone.
Yeah, everyone but Tazonic.
So your point
is
and wrong.
Fantas, yeah. But see, the thing is, it might have affected track position a little bit. So, did Palms pit?
Palms.
Yeah. Why? Why?
Well,
he might have had wing damage. I won't judge.
I think I think it was him that got that damage. I think. Because I just saw a wing flew up into the air. So the big... so those guys are taking 5 seconds off. Tazonic, I fully expect going to try to get his taken off because of everything that happened under safety car.
As well as Fantas. Actually, Fantas, by him staying out, and if he provides the evidence that he can get that removed, because I know he hit someone, back of someone as well. So, he's put himself in a okay position because people behind him have less penalties, but he's put himself... Actually, no, never mind. If he gets that removed, he's put himself in a good position for a top 5 still, because he does have a 3 second to go on top of that 5 seconds.
Now, I'm going to leave penalties on here for everyone here so we can get a story of what the gaps will be.
I'll say this. Feta and Senna Only 2 on mediums. Everyone else on softs, so you can leave penalties up if you want.
I think that. Well, I think question mark over Tasonic and Fantasy, obviously that will be discussed after the race, but obviously at the moment it's going to be in play. The 5 seconds will stay in play, obviously. 3 seconds for Satara, Ratthe7, and Toto. Saisu there in P9. Senna there is going to be the one who's going to really hold that pack behind. And then you've got Fantas, Tasonic, and Roscoe. This is just helping Roscoe and Tasonic with Feta ahead. Oh.
Well,
has Feta done the bottle?
Chat. Once again, we're gonna get a shootout for a win. Another shootout for this win, and as Tier 3's gone this season, I would not expect any less. You had a leader on the mediums who did not pit to put on soft, so he kept track position. He's going to be slightly slower. And we're going to have... I would not count out anyone who does not have a penalty right now. I would not count them out for the win. So Feta, Roscoe, Senna, I'd count Tasonic as well because he'd probably get that penalty taken off. Zaizu and Palms. I don't count any of them out for the win because of how bunched up this track or this pack is right now. And the layout of turn 1 going into turn 2 and 3 with that low profile corners and fast sweeping, there can be a major incident. And then you go into turn 3, a little hairpin, another dive bomb opportunity. I think this could be another amazing finish.
So, Roscoe Arm, who I'm pretty sure is looking to get his first league race win in quite some time. FetaCheese looking to take the championship lead back. Oh no,
they've done it again.
Got there in time, but it wasn't as worse this time. Meanwhile, behind, Senna has gotten past. No, Senna's gotten past Fantasy. So there was contact behind. You are right, there was contact behind, but it wasn't as bunched up crazy as was the previous safety car run. Radicus and Satara will look at the lead in shortly because this mid pack is going to get hectic here at the moment. Satara, Radicus, Fantas. Radicus now goes up into P4. No, these two behind are going to absolutely foot ram in behind, but it's not enough at the moment. Fantas now, P5. Yes. No, there's contact. Satara hits the back of Fantas. Oh my goodness me. It's all happening behind. As our Toto right there. It's Fantas looking through. Roscoe's about to look for the lead. We'll watch this just real quickly. And Saizu behind Echo looks for the move. As
safety
look at the
car,
front.
Why?
Why? Safety car again.
Oh, it's glitched. It's glitched. We had this. It's glitched, and unfortunately, it's a thing. If one safety car comes out, we had this in Tier 6. I don't know if you watched it on Monday, but it would have been Tuesday for you in Australia. But yeah, there were 5 safety cars throughout that race, and it's just from like a little bit of contact, a little bit of a broken wing, and it's complete. I'm not gonna actually say it, but I'll say the abbreviation. It's complete BS.
Completely. You know what?
The game is supposed to limit the game to 2 safety cars and 3 VSCs. And now we've had 3 safety cars, which already tells me it's glitched after the first safety car. And there's nothing you can do about it. And if I'm Roscoe, I'm pissed right now. I'm pissed right now. I don't get DRS at all now. I don't get any DRS. I gotta use all engine power just from the overtake button. And I hate it.
I'll tell you right now, the two that are just absolutely celebrating here is Feta and even Senna, who's now in P3.
So and Palms as well. Because the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th all have penalties that are not removable. Tazonic's kind of... if I were Tazonic... Did Tazonic pit?
Tasonic must have been another one who got damage as well. So, because there was a lot of chaos between those two, and safety car will be in this lap. I could tell you that right now, unless this game has changed its mind.
Yeah, it's a...
No, never mind. There we go. So, there's the penalties at the moment, folks. We'll keep it up for you as... Let me turn this off. I don't know why I've got this on for. There we go.
Please. Because didn't you mention, I think at Vietnam, the safety car didn't come out in the last 3 laps?
Yeah, that's the story. The last 3 laps, safety car doesn't come out no matter what. Did the game have... I think there was a recent update from the game which
there was, and I think it's glitched out the safety car. So...
What a shock.
That might be brought to the stewards, and... yeah, because it limits it to 2 safety cars and 3 VSCs, and Tier 6 had 5 safety cars. This race has had 3 safety cars, and...
I don't know what you can do, really, but we'll watch this anyway, because there's 2 laps to go. Roscoe's got to go full pedal to the metal here to get onto Feta. At least he's got enough ERS this time. This is the fight for the win. Top 3. We'll be looking for Senna as well, but to be honest, Senna, the only person he's going to be worried about is Sison and 8th, so Senna could be on an absolute chance here for a podium. Roscoe and Feta up front. 2 laps to go. Feta could be getting away with this victory. Palms and Fantas. Echo looks like he's had a bit of a moment. Fantas now on Palms. Fantas and Tasonic did catch up in the last few seconds as now Fantas looks for the move here for P9 and gets it done, and Tasonic will look through as well. But let's move back up to the front. Senna right now is in a beautiful position for a podium. He's got 4 cars behind him and all got penalties.
Toto and Zatara still going at it.
Side by side, these two go. Toto has a little bit of a moment.
Oh, look at Echo!
Oh,
Fantas down the inside.
Oh my god, there's just so much happening. There we go. We're on board with Fantas now. Fantas
Roscoe
has got the best.
Roscoe and Feta, they're both draining their battery now, but Roscoe has a beautiful slipstream down this back straight. He's got to make the move now, because there might not be another chance. Feta defends beautifully that corner.
Yeah, but do you want to take the lead now when Feta will have the better advantage? But Roscoe does have the better tyres. As meanwhile, Echo now at the P5. Ratthe7 closing in on Senna here. And now Ratthe7 gets through. This is for P3, but at the moment, Senna's got a dream position here of P3 in the bag because there's the penalties behind him. Pomps and Sison will gain points positions behind as well. All those two are going, look at this.
Oh my lord.
At the moment. 4 cars. Contact all around between these guys here at the moment. As now Tasonic now looks for the move. Oh my goodness me. Pomps now looks behind. Look at this. Absolute train of drivers here at the moment. It's 0.5 for the lead. Roscoe needs a good couple of corners here to catch up as Fantas now looks here for P6. Gets it done. But we'll go to the front.
Does he have enough? Feta has more battery. I think he might just have it.
That doesn't matter. Let through 12.
Well, there's no
Roscoe
DRS, so it does actually matter in this case.
Nah, it's not going to be enough.
Yeah.
It's not going to be enough for Roscoe. The safety car has absolutely ruined his race.
On the back straight in, he is out.
We saw it for a second. I do apologise for missing it, but we'll look to the front real quickly. Feta has absolutely done a superb job. The safety cars may have helped him, but he will win the Chinese Grand Prix and take the championship lead back. Roscoe second in his debut. And Max Senna!
Where's Palms gonna finish?
Fourth!
Fourth! Oh my gosh! What?
And drive of the day, of course. Palms for the win, 87 here. Wow. What an absolute crazy race that was.
Oh my gosh. Tier 3. You deliver race in, race out every week so far. It has been amazing the last 3 weeks.
So, wow, as we'll invite the drivers in very shortly. It will be FetaCheese taking the championship lead. Saisu in 6, so his championship rival in P6. So Saisu did manage to get a good result in the end there in P6. So Feta wins from VSR Roscoe. Senna P3. Poms for the win, 87 in P4. Radicus, Saisu, Echo, Satara, Toto, Fantas, Tasonic retiring, Del, Ratthe, and Meta. Of course, the big story, Meta, Ratthe.
Team.
2 championship contenders right there, gone from the race. And that was absolutely unbelievable as I write down Ferrari, Race and McLaren to remember to show on screen.
Man.
As
Feta, please never leave Tier 3.
let me.
You already invited
I invited you guys twice.
Just
At least we get a winner in here. There we go.
there he is, this Ross.
Green time for me.
Yes. Senna is so. Senna Droids does not. I don't know why. I don't know what with Tier 3 drivers that don't want to join the party. Anyway, Fit, you can start.
Well, I'll start with Roscoe. Well, I don't know if you saw anything of what was behind you, but it was chaos those last 8 laps. Absolute carnage. But the main battle was between you and the other person in this party, Feta. And I was saying on stream, I don't know if you realize, but once that 3rd safety car comes out, it confirms that the lobby is glitched. Because the game limits to 2 safety cars and 3 VSCs, and I think it's a glitch due to the most recent update. But, yeah. I was saying in commentary, if I were you, I'd be super mad right now, because I had better tires, but I get no DRS now because of this safety car glitch. But you almost got him on the penultimate lap, and I saw that you ran out of battery on that straight, so that would cost you power out of that hairpin as well. But I kind of want your opinion on your race as a whole, and then talk to us about those final few laps battling Feta. Well,
yeah, I mean, oh, sorry, you were talking to me or Feta?
No, yeah, you go. I was gonna say not really battling, but yeah, keep going.
Yeah, so qualifying, yeah, it was okay. Probably, I think it was like 3rd best of the medium runners, so it was okay. I probably wasn't. I was thinking about planning on doing a soft tire run, but probably glad I didn't in the end. But race pace wasn't too bad. Felt like I had fairly decent each pace on the hard compound tires. I mean, if we didn't have those probably last couple of safety cars, then I might have been catch Feta on those older hard compounds that he had. But yeah, those last couple of safety cars probably ruined it a little bit. I mean, if we didn't have what was the last 2?
No one retired.
I probably might have.
No one retired for
maybe
those safety cars at all. All there was carbon fiber flying. So
yeah,
that's
I had a
glitched.
feeling that because it looked like nobody. I mean, my teammate and I, he was a bit further down the pack, but he was saying there's nothing around. But I mean, yeah, I'm pretty happy. Debut race, finished P2. GG's to Feta. That was a fantastic job. Great driving in the end. I probably might have had you had those last couple of safety cars didn't happen, but overall, I think you did a great job, mate. Cheers.
Right. Congratulations to Roscoe, of course. And P1 is FetaCheese. Talk us through it. Safety cars there, definitely in the end, helped out a bit, but definitely pitting on those mediums on the end safety car and managed to get the win and getting the championship lead back, of course.
Yeah, pretty stressful race nonetheless. I qualified on softs, and I was fastest of the medium runners, and I got out on. I did my.
Oh,
Did we lose him? I think we lost him.
he's still in the
Sorry,
party
my controller
chat, but
disconnected. Sorry. Yep. Okay.
that
Nice.
would explain a
He
lot.
said he likes cheese. He said he likes feta cheese. Go on, go on.
Yep. Yeah, I qualified on softs, and then B-Dunk, Ardell, and Echo, who were on the party with me, they were just screaming at me, calling me idiot because the medium hard is the best strategy, and most of the grid went medium hard. I was expecting the whole top 10 to qualify on softs, but obviously that didn't happen. So that obviously gave me a bit of pressure to.
I thought it happened again.
Yeah, continue on.
Sorry. I think it was Roscoe also who was giving pressure before the safety cars. Someone was closing in on me like 2 seconds per lap, and I was just accepting the fact that my race was gone. My win was gonna be gone. But as long as I was in front of Zizou, I was happy. So that gave me a bit of less pressure. And then the safety cars, even I would have been frustrated. I was kind of like feeling bad for you, Roscoe, because you were on the softs and I was on the mediums, and yeah, I think this is my most luckiest win ever.
Yeah, it's the way it goes. I think with the game, unfortunately, that has so many still bugs. So anyway, it is what it is. We'll try again next time.
We'll find
That's
more
right.
bugs with the EA next year.
As if my calculations are right, my maths are right.
What
it's 11
percentage were your
points.
tires?
Yes, go on.
I
What?
don't even know, to be honest. I wasn't even bothering at that point. I thought, if I got fresher tires and you had the last few laps, I thought, bugger it, I'm not looking. I would have said probably 20-30%, probably at a rough guess, but
Right. So, as I was trying to say, Feta will, my calculations right, 11 points in the championship over Sisu now. So, heading into
Actually, Catch was already put in the standings.
Netherlands, I believe, is the next race, correct? Dutch GP?
Yes.
Dutch GP, Fords, Feta, and
We're
Roscoe.
finally leaving the communism.
yeah. Nice way of putting it.
Roscoe, your result boosts you up into 7th in the championship. Considering you've only done one race, I'd say you'd
good.
probably be a championship contender along with the other person in this party. Yeah.
You were
yeah,
gonna ask me a
I'd probably
question,
say
Nishi,
that.
right? Or
Yes, Dutch GP, thoughts. Both you and Roscoe, what are your thoughts? Next race.
oh well, it's just I'm not expecting a win there, obviously, because Zandvoort sucks. I don't like Zandvoort. As long as I can get in, that's it.
Ross?
Yeah, it's not really. I mean, I've only driven the track on a couple of different leagues, obviously on a different console, but I'm not a big fan of the Dutch GP either. So it could be really anything, really. If anything, just maybe try and get some decent points and go to the next one, I suppose.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I'd like to thank you two for joining me in the podium interviews as always, and let's run through the tiers for this week, of course, like we always like to do. Coming up in about 30 minutes' time, I'm about to lose my mind. In Tier 4, it is Feta and the GOAT himself,
And still end up
Ritzy
with a podium
Raccoon.
somehow.
No, don't say that. Tomorrow, of course, same time as
Commentator's
Tier
curse
3
was beautiful tonight, you know that.
is Katra and Echo. I'm just ignoring you. Tier 1 with the smooth voice of Rick James. I can confirm it. I might be doing part-time of Tier 1.
You can
in the
watch me
future
bottle
with Rick.
that one.
I won't be.
Yeah.
So I'll be back with Rick James, I believe, next week.
I'll
But
qualify
listen to
P3
smooth
again
voice. The smooth voice of Rick Jobs. Then Tier 5, Tier 6 on Monday, 7, 9. And then we're back again. Also, don't forget PC League coming up in 30 minutes time anyway as well. And then we're back again, hopefully, for Realistic League for Thursday, 8. And then F2 League if it gets streamed. So, yeah, stay tuned for Tier 4 in a couple of minutes time. It's going to be chaos as always. And as I said before, Tier 3 drivers, don't blame me if it rains. Goodbye.